Hi y'all, so today I decided to get a random house from the gallery and furnish it. I'll have the creator of the house linked in the description down below if you want to check them out. Right here I didn't really know what to go for. I was going to go for just like a solid house, but then I decided to go for more of like brick and then some sort of other pattern, which you'll see me going through different wallpapers right here, trying to figure out exactly how I want to do it, because I was very limited on choices that would look good. I ended up deciding on like this, I believe it's gray, the solid that you see, I think that's gray. And then I ended up going with like kind of like a grayish white type brick. I wasn't really sure on the windows exactly what I wanted. I wanted on like the corner top part to have like a little tiny, like one of those circle windows that come in cottage living, but I sadly do not have a custom window like that. So I ended up going with these. See, I was trying to make like this one window here that you see me going through the different patterns. I was trying to make that one work for the top, but I didn't like any of the swatches and it didn't really look good with the windows. So I ended up just getting rid of that completely. And then I decided on a white door, which we'll see later on for the back door right there at the top on the balcony. I ended up changing the windows and the doors to different colors completely. And then apparently the wall height on the second level is medium, and then the wall height on the bottom, the first story, is actually small. So I wasn't aware of that when I was doing the windows. You'll see I went through a bunch of different doors right there. I wasn't sure if I wanted to go with like a black door or white. I really prefer like white doors or like light brown doors for the inside, but I ended up going with just white because I really like the front door a lot, and I ended up not really caring for the fact that that door did not match the windows, so I ended up changing it just to solid white. And then you see that I'm going back and changing the doors to solid white, and then the windows I just made solid black. I think, yeah, I did. I ended up putting like a little fence around the balcony so you don't fall off, your son doesn't fall off. And I ended up replacing the arches that they put for some custom ones that I had. The door that I just placed right there, the reason why I decided on that instead of like putting another arch is because I was gonna make that kind of like a downstairs bathroom. And then I ended up trying to switch woods because I wasn't sure if maybe like the white doors would look better with like a darker tone wood or not. But I ended up just leaving it the way it was. And then I decided right here for the when you first walk in to do a kind of like area where your Sims could go in if this was like realistically like you could put like your keys or maybe a jacket on there, I guess. I ended up, you'll see later on, I did actually have custom little thing that has keys. So I ended up, yeah, right there. So I ended up putting that down. And then I ended up trying to do like I really like the houses right there, and so I put home, so like, I don't know, it reminds me of like a little village. I don't know. Right there I ended up doing like a little collage. I like when paintings, you can just place all of them in one instead of having to go in and do like each individual thing. Right here I ended up deciding to do most of the house with white wallpaper. Now we're going into the kitchen. So I realized that I didn't want 2 windows in the kitchen like that because the only location to be able to put the counters would have been on that wall. So I ended up just taking the one window out. And right here, I really wanted a pink kitchen. I don't know. I was just feeling like I should have a pink kitchen. And I didn't really like the counters very much. And so I ended up I went with this white one, which you'll see me change. I was having a very hard time trying to figure out which counters I wanted, because I wanted like either like a pink one or blue or maybe like a green, but I ended up going for these white ones right here. And the fridge, I really wanted it to be white. I think later on I do change it to white. And then here you see that I went and took the wallpaper and trying to change it to this solid color white instead of having like the borders around it. I ended up deciding against that, and then I ended up just leaving the kitchen having this green wallpaper with no borders. So I was trying to like match the two, but I ended up not liking that very much. And then here I'm going through different bar stools. I didn't know exactly what to do on those because I wanted them to match the green that was on the wall, but I couldn't find a swatch that looked like that green. And I ended up just going with, I think I went with these bar stools. I can't remember, but I think I went with those. They're not the correct green, but it didn't really bother me, so I just left it. And then I ended up placing this little tiny rug next to the sink because I like doing that a lot. I ended up trying to just like put different clutter items down to make it look like people live there, and yes, those are chocolate frogs. And then I wanted one of those things that go over the ovens. I can't remember what they're called. It took me a little bit to figure that out because the one that I normally use was actually, I think it's based green. And due to the fact that I'm trying to just do custom content only, I decided on that one because it actually worked with the counters. Right here I just ended up putting like different plates down, trying to make it look like maybe the son needed to clean the dishes. And then I ended up putting like a bowl of oranges, and then I wasn't sure right to put on that side. I really wanted to put like paper towels. I couldn't find any paper towels, so I just ended up putting a salt and pepper shaker down. And then right here I really wanted like a china cabinet, so I ended up a actual potions cabinet down to make it, we're gonna go with this china cabinet, honestly. And then I ended up just putting plates down in there, and then I ended up putting a clock on the wall. And right here I wanted some sort of picture or like some sort of collage. I ended up later on finding a collage of framed photos that have food on them, which would have looked probably a lot better than the ones that I did. I like the ones that I did, but I feel like for the kitchen, I usually like to put pictures with some sort of food in it since it's the kitchen. And then here, I ended up making that into like kind of like a pantry. I was gonna have it be the laundry room, but I don't have any custom like washers or dryers, so I ended up just making it into like kind of like a pantry type thing. So you'll see me putting like different types of like cups, bowls, basically anything that I could find that would go into a kitchen, because I didn't really know what to put in there. And then I ended up liking how it turned out though, so I am glad that I did that. I wanted something in that corner. I just felt like it was kind of like blank, so I ended up putting a tree there, or not tree, a plant there. And then right here I decided this is gonna be the bathroom, and I don't know why, but this shower curtain, the swatch that I chose, the pink and like the, I think that's brown, I believe that's brown, I ended up kind of going with those colors throughout the rest of the house. I don't know why I ended up doing that, but that's what I ended up doing. And then I ended up finding a paper towel roll that actually goes on the wall, so I put it right there next to the sink. And then I just use this one counter sink thing and put like a bunch of different little clutter items. I was trying to make it look like people live there. Sims live. And I wanted to use, I have like custom like makeup palettes. I wanted to put those on the counters, but I ended up deciding against that because they were just so big and like the counter was super small, so it wasn't gonna work. And then I ended up making like a little area in the hallway where you could have your sim look at themselves in the mirrors. And so now I'm doing the dining room. I wasn't sure what chairs. I really like those white pink chairs that I put down, so I ended up putting those down, and then I ended up changing some of them to brown just to mix it up. And then I really wanted like some sort of wallpaper other than white, just solid white, so I ended up putting these ones that have like little tiny like green flowers or leaves. I'm not sure what they are. I think they're leaves, vines, they're probably vines. And then I ended up putting this big giant mirror because I didn't really know exactly what I wanted. I just know before I've put a mirror when I've done a dining room, so I was just like, I'm just gonna throw a random mirror there. And then here I'm going to the living room, and you'll see the color swatches of pink and brown going into there too. And I ended up shockingly having a custom TV, so I placed that above the fireplace. And then I couldn't decide what rug, honestly. It took me a little bit because I was like, I didn't know exactly. I didn't like any of them, and I ended up going with this circle one that's placed down right now. And then I ended up putting bookshelves. Maybe these people are readers. I don't know. That's what I went with because I didn't want to put a plant, and I did not want to put pictures because the rest of the house kind of has that vibe of just like pictures, and I didn't really want that. I ended up putting this cute little plant though on the coffee table, which I thought was cute, and then like the little book and glasses because these people are readers. And I really wanted something on the fireplace. Normally I would use, there's these like leaves and seasons that comes with the seasons pack that I placed down on like the fireplace or the coffee table or the dining table. But due to the fact that I'm only using custom content, I did not have those, nor could I find anything that would be a substitute for them, so I just ended up putting nothing. Here are pictures of the house. I tried to do it in order of like how you would go into the house. So this is the end of part 1. I will have part 2 uploaded later on. I hope you all enjoy the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.